they chasing us. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 54. Light 54. 61. Match box. Let it go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Let him know. Go. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Hey, screen. 2-18.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
45.
Bridgewater now.
Got you, boy.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Check 50, check 50.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Kill, kill, kill.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 20. Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want nothing. Hey.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. Check 43. 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
I'm coming. Bravo. Hey, Mike 52. Crunch line, 20 hot. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Oh, yeah.
On third and long, it's Brady.
Here we go again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's good for a Panther first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bucs' 43-yard line.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 29, Bridgewater under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Third and long for Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch the edge.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 20-yard line.
Down. 40 base. Mike, 45. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. Now the Wolf. Mike, 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check, ready. 10, touchdown. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Man out. Go, Mike 51.
Throwing, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
52's the mic. Big alert. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Let me go. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he sets up the screen to Jones. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Under 10. 10. Rip.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing. He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Big Dan. Go, go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I'm on board, 51. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
A gain of 15. First down, Buccaneers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, Alabama.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And some room to work.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Wait, that 53! 52's the mic. We own them. We own them. 450.
On second and 15 now. Brady, he completes it to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 52. Here we go.
On first down, Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Wait, that 380! All day, Hatchet, hatchet. Hey, second.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wait, that 53! Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Sugar!
On third down, Brady, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got him.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm going to get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
45's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
3 buzz. Sponge. No!
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Ball shot. 45, Mike, 45. Go. 45's the Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
In your face. Showing it.
Bridgewater into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Bang, 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 bang. 6-6, pull it high. 52's the mic, boys, 52. What we got? Back. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Let's go! Switch Ozzy.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, complete to Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Yeah, baby.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12.
Wait, that's right, 80. Check 52's the mark. All day, baby, all day.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Hey, goal 66. Mike 52. Mike 52. Regular.
To throw on third down, Brady. And he's got Miller. A big 30-yard play on third.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. There's pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
52's the mic, boys. Hey, check up. I'm coming for you. Mine.
Here's Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Mexico score, Buccaneers 21, Panthers 10. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They got tight left. Hey. 4 down. Shift.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Wait, that 380! Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 66.
On third down, here's Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.